If you had asked me about 3 years ago, what kind of indie games was I into? Or would I even give them a try? I honestly would have said no. But when I purchased a Nintendo Switch, I went crazy buying one after another. Just ask the wife. But today I'm going to be talking about the indie showcase portrayed today on the Nintendo channel. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about just about every single one that was introduced. Some of them will be releasing today or have already released today considering what time it is. And some unfortunately won't be released until the year 2021. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and start with the first one introduced into the show, Hades, a roguelike dungeon crawler. Honestly, I'm not a very big fan of these type of games. I've given them a try. I've tried several titles and none of them ever appealed to me. But hey, if this is your kind of thing, go for it. Why not? It is based on Greek mythology as you play as a main character who is a prince of the underworld trying to escape. It will be releasing this fall. And also, interesting enough, if you have a PC copy, you will be able to move your data straight into the Switch port. Pretty interesting enough. Next, we have one called Hypnospace Outlaw. I honestly have very too little memory of the use of the internet in the 90s, considering I was born just barely entering into the 90s. So this game features the use of the internet. It's a simulator-based interface used back in the 90s. You operate as an enforcer hunting down wrongdoers on the internet as you work closely together with the Hypnospace Patrol Department to bring down the baddies. I will say that honestly it does not also catch my attention, but hey, as I mentioned before, if it's your kind of thing, why not? Next we have Spitfarer, an inventory management game where you explore various worlds helping various friends enter their piece to go into the next life. Also, throughout the game you will be engaging in mini-game like moments, and this game will be releasing today. Bring out the Tearworks because you probably end up experiencing these kind of things. But anyways, continuing on, we have Garden Story where you play as a grape. Here you will be gathering resources and building friendships to help restore and unite the grove. Featuring elements of Zelda. I love Zelda, those type of games, I'm sorry. Also, unfortunately this won't be portrayed until the next year in 2021. But anyways, I'm looking forward to it. Now, next we have Subnautica. It's nothing new. We've all heard about it. We've all seen it. I've never tried it myself, but I may just try it out now that it will be introduced into the Switch. Unfortunately, it won't be available until next year. But if you're curious enough to know what this game is actually about, it is actually a type of Minecraft game, but obviously with much superior graphics. And you build your world underwater. I really can't explain much more than that, but you will be exploring, you will be gathering resources to build your area underwater. Next we have Takeshi and Hiroshi, telling the story of Big Brother Takeshi, a rookie game designer who's creating a game for his ill younger brother Hiroshi, who's always hungry for the next chapter of his big brother's game. Next we have Raji, an action-adventure game based on Indian culture, whom have taken inspiration from Hindu and Balinese mythology. I've honestly never heard of this type of mythology, but I was pretty interesting to find this out. And I was pretty surprised to see that the gameplay really reminded me of the elements of Tomb Raider, as well as God of War, surprisingly. But interestingly enough, it sounds like it's worthwhile checking out. Next we have Bear and Breakfast. You've heard of a B&B, but you probably never heard of Bear and Breakfast, where you play as a bear managing a B&B, organizing rooms, bathrooms, and more to bring in guests while completing objectives and storylines to add additions to your business. Sounds pretty interesting enough, and will be coming out or releasing until the year 2021. Next we have A Short Hike. Fly, swim, roll down a river, and hike your way through the landscapes of Hawk Peak Provincial Park as you collect hidden treasures to reach new areas. Take time to chat with others you meet along your route. You never know what help they can offer. Next, we have Card Shark, where you play cards. and use your sleight of hand to cheat your way to victory. Ever wanted to test your ability to deceit and lie your way to riches and hopes and dreams? Hey, give it a try. Maybe you'll be successful. But be careful, because if you get caught, the consequences are very dire. Honestly, I can't really understand what kind of game this really is, but I'm open. I'm open to give it a try and see what else I can learn. Now we have next Torchlight 3, an action RPG set 1,000 years after the events of Torchlight 2. This series, obviously, I have also not played before, but I'm willing to give it a try as well, considering that we're already on part 3. So, must be worthwhile to check out. Travel the frontier, build and craft, collect epic gear, and also introducing the return of pets, because why not? We all need it. Anyways, next we have Manifold Garden, a game where the use of physics is of the utmost importance, and also where physics is also reimagined. Solve mind-bending puzzles and manipulate gravity to your benefit. Oh, and don't worry about falling. You'll end up back where you were. Eventually. Now, we have last but not least, Evergate. Wielding your soul flame to manipulate time and unleash mysterious power hidden in every crystal encountered throughout the game. Enjoy hand-drawn animation and an enchanting soundtrack recorded by a live orchestra that adapts to every environment. Now, I don't know about you, but this definitely gives me vibes of Ori. I've enjoyed those games immensely, and I can only imagine that you guys have. And if you haven't, please do so. But nonetheless, I'm excited to give this one a try when it releases. Now, this wasn't the news I'm pretty sure you all expected to hear. I know I didn't expect to hear this or to find out about a new indie showcase, but nonetheless, I'm pretty satisfied from what I saw. I may not be into every single game that was showcased today, but I'm excited to give them a try, or at least the ones that catch my attention. Nonetheless, we are still waiting for first-party developer news, as we know that we have that little itch, so we're waiting for them to reveal little teases little by little. Now that we have some news of Metroid, Mario, and Zelda, but no teases. We want to hear the news, and I know you guys too. But in the meantime, we gotta remain vigilant, patient, and above all else, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.